So,
Great.
like you said, right, to write blogs and all, have a practice on it.
Hmm.
So, when I went through many links, many websites, I'm a lot confused about this about us blog and all. I don't know what to write actually.
So first you need to find if the website has a blog section. For example, what field of interest do you have?
So, cybersecurity and all such kind of things.
Hmm. So does cybersecurity has any famous company that you look forward to?
Not really, sir. Like,
Let's say IBM.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Idea.
You can take and Cisco. These are two international companies who does this. So now if I just a minute. When you go to their website, no, you will have to see what they're doing. And since it is a little heavy topic, heavy as in more detail oriented, it will be looking like an article to you. What is
Yes, sir.
security? It has everything. There is the indexing as well, and you will know about cybersecurity. Why is it important? What do they do? Things related to it. And then this kind of section where blogs and then industry that they have, you go under it, you read about it, and then you'll find what it is, what do they actually mean. Here when Cisco writes, uh, they again talk about what cybersecurity is. So maybe you can take these two blogs, write them down, or maybe not. If not about just cybersecurity, you can find a little deeper topic from cybersecurity as well. Let's say financial scams via cybersecurity. That can be a niche down topic for you to also read. You
Okay,
can
sir.
then write the same. Write this as it is in your copy or
Yes, sir.
notebook, whatever it is, and then you take the same topic or a niche topic and then you write for a certain brand. Let's say your brand, you've come up with a brand which is named Arsh.
Okay, sir.
So then you write for Arsh as cybersecurity person.
Okay, sir.
So that was the thing. And when you read, you'll get to know what tone, what style that you want for your brand to come up with.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Great. So copywriting means majorly not the trademarking wala copyright where you take the rights of uh, a product which you're going to develop or uh, some patent that you have developed. That's not what copywriting means. Copywriting here means you write content piece that persuades the minds of people. And that is one differentiating factor from other formats of content writing. There are two types you can understand. For now, we are taking blogs, articles, newsletters, case studies, and everything into your content writing. No, not newsletters, but newspaper articles. Into your content writing thing, we are just assuming all of them to be content writing, while copywriting stands alone. When we think about content writing, we do blogs. We just saw briefly what cybersecurity means, why is it important, and all. That was an initiative an effort, and a necessary information for people to know. They should know what cybersecurity is, why is it important, what should people do in times when they feel they are being threatened online. So you inform readers about things when you're writing content, when you're doing content writing, blogs,
Okay, sir.
articles, case studies, and all. But copywriting is persuasive. You don't just give information to people anymore, but you give information to make space in the mind of people.
Sir, can you give an example for copywriting?
The Zomato email notifications that you see, the email subject lines that intrigues you, the blinket billboards that you see.
Those are copywriting.
Yes,
Okay, sir.
majorly we do everything to sell. Whatever we write as a piece of copywriting, we are promoting, we are managing, and we are upselling our services and products.
Okay, sir. So basically, like in copywriting, we uh, sell our brands and all.
Yes, we
Okay.
market, we sell, we advertise.
Okay, sir. And
Whereas in the,
copywriting, content writing is giving informations and like
yeah,
facts and all.
yeah. And what
Okay.
does giving information do in the minds of people is like they trust you then.
We basically give them proof why this is true, why this is so and all.
Yeah. It's not just about proof, but it's about making people aware about certain things, trends, which is not about selling, but it is about developing a relationship.
Okay, sir.
So you promote your brand's loyalty to them. You give them information that makes them feel validated. You give them information that they can go and share with their friends to seek validation. So this is another major difference. And the third major differentiating factor that you do here in copywriting is you do not use SEO practices that you use in blogs, articles, case studies, white papers. We all use SEO in that side. But when it's on billboard, on paper, newspaper, the advertisements that you see, TV that you see, YouTube ads that you see, these are not SEO driven. This directly hits you, this directly pitches you the service of the brand, the case of the brand, and they directly drive sales, they directly drive leads. Leads are potential people, people who potentially can buy the service or the product of the company. Those people are called leads.
Yuva advertisement which we see on all the social media platforms, those are copywriting, not content writing.
Yes,
Okay, sir.
copywriting is associated with advertisements. So copywriting goes with majorly with advertisements. Then you see your captions, the image copy that you see. Newsletters, isliye I excluded them earlier from content writing because newsletters are a part of your copywriting. Scripts that you make are a part of copywriting. Any form of content that is majorly to just not just inform you, but to persuade with that information, emotion, expression, data, detail. That persuasion needs to drive your content when you are doing copywriting. But when you're writing blog, you don't emphasis a lot on making it uh, hook worthy. You focus more on how the flow of my story, of my blog, of my article can be better, so that the linked passages, lines will give people a reason to read further.
Okay, so got it. I had a very big confusion between copywriting and content writing.
Now it's clear.
Yes, sir. Perfectly clear.
Also, it's like a kind of masterclass for you because you are the only one in the live session.
Yes.
Perfect. Moving on, these are four things which I've arranged or rearranged in certain way that we should be aware about when we are doing copywriting. First is we must convey a personalized tone. Now, personalized tone doesn't mean you will be talking to one person, but the nature of the content that you are writing should be talking to that specific target audience. You when you are in a group, you talk to the group, you're not referring to one person, but you're talking about a subject in general with a language that intrigues people over there. So that personalization of tone will happen there differently, and when you're sharing the same story at your home, it will happen differently.
Yes, sir.
That is the personalization of tone that happens in when you're doing copywriting. And why do we do this? Because we intend to write ads and make marketing campaigns around it. Now, advertisements can, the TV ads and all that you see are broad approaching, like they have a broad market to cater, because everybody from a child to an adult or older people are watching TV, so you don't know at what point of time which person will watch your ad, so there's no control. But when you run ads on social media, you can focus on the targeting, who should be see watching my ad, who should understand this thing, and who should not watch my ad. You can adjust all of it. So when you're advertising to those people, you need to be very clear with your tone. And over the period of time, when you are focusing with one message to a couple of target audiences, let's say, that is called marketing campaigns. You not only come up with video, but you come up with series of promotional or marketing uh, ideas or tasks that you perform are called marketing campaign.
Okay, sir.
Under this, one thing is very important. You must have gone through a lot of reels, you must have heard a lot of people saying it, and you need to capture audience attention. So it's that first 3 seconds, first 5 seconds, A, Y, B, Z, whatever it is,
Yes, sir.
which is important. And this is important, I'm telling you why. Because people say that's not the reason, but because actually people have a lot of things to hear to. What they actually listen to is not the kind of hook that you must have seen in reels. They are hooked to some great stories that you communicate through ads. You remember Fevicol ad that was about that guy used to carry a lot of chairs in his boat, and one day he throws out his chairs down in the water because his crush did not have her ride to go from one end of the shore to the other end of the shore. I was dragging all the chairs while they were all in water, and they were promoting Fevicol. Also, a child sitting on the can of Fevicol, not going anywhere again because it's Fevicol now.
Yes, sir.
So that is what captures people's attention. You need to see what your audience is actually involved in, what do they actually crave for, what are their conversations around, and you need to, that is where only you will find the potential reason for your audience to watch your ad. And this does not give you any allowance or space or permit to give false claims to capture the attention of people. Let's say you say, um, however, we our company give 500% returns without any proof, just to capture audience attentions. That is not good because people will start developing expectations, and if you do not cater to them, or if in that video only you say that, oh, that was just a marketing gimmick that we did, people will, the trust that you've been building throughout will be shattered altogether. So while writing a copy piece, you need to be very sure, very awake about what you're writing.
We have to build a trust also along with them.
Yeah. So when you're making an ad, you're selling a story. When you're telling that story, people, it's not just that one ad that will develop the whole trust with copywriting. It's the user experience and everything will count in the trust and all. But the first layer that will be broken if you say something else and you deliver something else in your one content piece only, because people are very woke nowadays. They'll compare your last content piece to the recent content piece.
Yes, sir.
Should we move on? Anything that you want to ask?
So we can move on.
Perfect. These are two examples of ads. One on the left, this one is Instagram social media sort of ad that we can build. This is a paper ad. It was given in newspaper. Here you see capturing audience attentions through an emotion while in monsoon. Bad days happen. Now this is specific yet very open to a target audience. Then you promote yourself as well. At least your stuff will be dry. You're not saying your bag is important, rain cover is important, boot is important, something else is important. No, it's just bad days happen, at least your stuff will be dry. You need to play with the visual. You need to imagine when you're writing a content piece or copy piece that, okay, how is it going to communicate a message to people? You need to persuade the mind of people. And I have never shared this thing, but one thing that uh, great advertisers say is having white background, black over white gets more readability rather than black over white or any other color. White over black gets people.
So having a white background attracts people.
Yeah. Oh, it's not just about attraction. Your advertisement goes beyond your conscious mind, it goes to the psychological part of it, your subconscious mind as well. When imagine red color, red background, and you have white text over it, which is very prominent color, red or white,
Red is way too darker than white.
right? And so your words will not be highlighted or popping up, standing out. Whereas when you're using this white, black actually stands out.
Yes, sir.
And this is also very decent, very classy combination that has been there forever and ever. So this thing is one of the studies that some advertisers have gone through and shared. The another ad that you see is on the similar approach, but this is a paper ad where you see the visualization. This small car, इतना सा car बना दिया है. And they have written very in small font in very small space, but very clear headline to capture the audience attention. Think small. And everybody was from like 90s. Everybody was talking about go big, go hard, do this, do that. They came up with an ad, think small. And they go on saying, our little car isn't so much of a novelty anymore. A couple of dozen college kids don't try to squeeze in. The guy at the gas station doesn't even ask where the gas goes. Nobody even look at our little fear, our little shoppy. In fact, some people who look at our little fear don't even think 32 miles to the gallon is doing any great guns, or using 5 pins of oil rather than 5 quarters, or never needing antifreeze, or rocking up to 40,000 miles on a set of tires. Now you see, this is a story Volkswagen is telling. Our car isn't so much of a novelty anymore. Couple of dozen college kids don't try to squeeze into this. And what are they other people doing? They're not looking at they're not shocked at the size of it. They're not shocked at the average this car is giving you. They have specified all of the information that they wanted to give, right? The average, the tire, how much the tires can run up to, how many kilometers, how much of oil to be used, what is the average, what is the space. Couple of dozen college kids are trying to squeeze into it, so it's spacious enough. So they have mentioned all of these things, and now building up to their story, they say that's because once you get used to our economies, you don't think of it anymore, except when you squeeze uh, except when you squeeze into a small parking spot, or renew a small insurance bill, or pay a small repair bill, or maybe or trade in your old Volkswagen for a new one. Think it over. They're given the reason as well, because these are the things they get used to, and so they don't think of it anymore. Except there are cases also, they are again specifying their car's dimension, that it's small, the repair bill will also be small, the insurance bill will also be small, and also when in future you want to trade in your old Volkswagen for a new one, you can also do that. That's where the ultimate benefit of the car is for you. A beautifully crafted ad from Volkswagen.
So I have a small doubt.
Yes, small doubt.
How is copywriting related to content writing?
So content writing is a bigger umbrella. Marketing, the huge umbrella under which digital marketing comes, under which comes content writing. And under this umbrella is the different formats of content writing that we see.
Are you saying that copywriting is a part of content writing?
Yeah. In the initial slide, that's what I said. We are assuming that content writing right now has a bundle of blogs, articles, case studies, white paper, and copywriting is being treated as a different part. Everywhere else also you will see these two variations out in the market, that when they're talking about content writing, they will be specifically talking about blogs, articles, and everything. But when it is copywriting, you see the stuff is serious. Here you're making ads.
Yes, sir.
That's why the street is filled with this difference, and hence I wanted to establish that difference with you as well. When anybody else asks you that, oh, you are you a content writer? So the content writer means you are into long form of content writing,
Okay, sir.
whereas copywriting is this thing. Now script writing is also different, then it becomes a different part, but these are all when you're niching yourself down, when you're going deep into the categories of writing. So writing is the main thing.
So if we know how to write this content writing, can we write article writing?
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
perfect. Moving on, these are four pillars that I made for you guys to become fundamentally an effective copywriter. And we have been talking about this throughout the session. First is you put in efforts to convey the benefits to your audience. You seek what your audience is, reading right now. What are they commenting to? What are the topics they are more involved in? What kind of problems they might have, to which our company can provide a solution, guidance, or maybe just a funny content around their misery or their hardships to just lighten them up. So you put in
Oh,
efforts. You put in the efforts to convey benefits. See, again, you don't have to write just the specifications of a product anymore. You need to tell people why is it beneficial for them, because there are so many brands doing so many things and they clash with you on so many levels, but pricing differs a little bit upper and lower side. So you need to put in efforts to convey the benefits of having you, benefits of using your product. So that's how you need to think of idea now. And when you start writing, when you've got an idea, when you've got a rhythm, you start writing with a crisp and compelling headline. Now you see, headline is important because that will be capturing the audience attention. So writing a compelling headline and a crisp one is important. Then, when you've written headline, you go to the main text. That is, you bound the readers by their choice. You need to find what is important for them, and you need to share some relatable stuff to them. We did put in efforts. We got the details of what the audience is involved into right now, and then we use those details to write this thing. It's not just what the brand wants people to read. People will read your ad, watch your ad when they actually see what they are looking for, or they have been surrounded with as an ad to them. I've been talking throughout the course about Zomato as a lot because they have done a great job at it. The users and the riders were all used to listening a lot of different varieties of Zomato and its pronunciation, that this ad made a great story for them, a story of embracing the relationship with people and the cute pronunciations they do for them. Also, educating at the same time about a pronunciation which might be different from yours. So you bound the readers by their choice. You want to, when you're writing some stuff like the Volkswagen ad we just read, that is what people want to see. If you want them to read, give them a story they are surrounded with, they imagine, or they uh, live. Make it their choice to you, not your choice. Then you focus on risk reversal. See, a lot of times what happens is when our brainchild is formed, a copy piece that we have written is our brainchild. So when the brainchild has come up, it's good for you, but there might be some points that might offend some people, that might make some people, a group of people, disheartened, that might um, be very hard on a few people in terms of reaction, or very um, confidence breaking ad it can be. So you need to focus on all the possible risk that can happen as much as you can, because it's a brand that comes with this particular thing. The sales will get affected of the brand. So you need to be very careful about it. And this is, yeah, Varsha, you were saying something?
no, sir, no, sir.
Okay. So this is something that we I wanted to cover in your copywriting session, and this is it for tonight's session about copywriting. But since you guys are here, I also want to share about your portfolio. How do you make a portfolio? Have you made a portfolio anytime
No, sir.
or
I don't
thinking
think so.
about it? You've made, Sanchita? I assume you said you have made. Uh, okay, so we'll understand step by step how do we write a portfolio. First thing first is portfolio is a document, where you show what kind of a writer you are with either your work that you've done. There's no either. You have to show some work in it. This is all that we'll be covering. I have where all my projects records. Yeah, that's pretty much. But you need to give it a structure of portfolio. That's what we'll be covering in this session. This particular PDF is so heavy. I don't know why it doesn't work at a lot of times. I don't know what happens to this. So making a portfolio, first thing first, you need to have a great set of design. And since we are writers, not designers, we need to find out some great templates for our portfolio online, and Canva can be a good option for that. Also, slidesgo.com. In that, you can choose Google Slides. That is free of cost. You can choose different variations of presentations. So you pitch and you see things in different ways with your portfolio. These are two approaches to having a portfolio. You pitch anyone, and you can have their business. You can pitch to the nearby cafe, salon that you have, or any place nearby which you have access to, or you have built a relationship with, and you can offer them a 7-day free trial for your services. In that way you will make copy piece for them, social media content for them. Let's say you also can collaborate with one of the graphic designers from you are designing part, and you both can then work on this thing as one team. You write copy, you write content, and you give it to the designer. The designer will design, and you both will make a great team and also great piece of content for your portfolio. Or you can start your own page, your LinkedIn page, your blog page, Instagram page, or Facebook page, and you can start writing content over there. You can grow that page, you can show the skills that you have. And then again, designing part is easy. You can go to the Canva as well, if not someone who is designer. So these are two kind of approaches to having work samples for your content portfolio. Then you can also random company, like we were talking about blogs. We take two blogs, write two blogs from one company, two blogs from other companies, and then we write one blog of that topic only, and without any inspiration this time. And same for the other brand as well. So you will write two blogs then. That is what is our third approach. You write articles or product descriptions or social media posts for imaginary brand. Here we are not just dealing with imaginary brand, but it's a real brand. It's just your take on writing a content piece for them. Fourth is you can write captions for your school group, college group, or clubs that you have, or your friends, but not just, so your friends might not be considered as brands. So if it's an NGO, it's a college group, it's an organization basically which actually is active and works through that social media platform. Things you can include in your portfolio. There are certain things that can be included. These are a few pointers that you see. For us, it can be about me, my services, testimonials if you have, work samples, Instagram feed if you have made any account, you can take screenshots and share your samples over there. Sorry. Content writing ke liye, we can take different blogs, like we are talking about, some emails that you have wrote, the static posts that you've seen, all of these things you can
Sir,
write.
this blog writing and all should be on the website.
So when you're writing in the third approach that we talked about, you're writing for yourself, taking a brand, or you're making imaginary brand, like we were talking about, that how Arsh will write. Let's say if you open up Arsh as a secure IT service company specializing in cyber security, how would Arsh write this particular blog about when the when you've read couple of blogs from big giants? That should, if possible, be shared on a website. That's good. If not, you can share it that I wrote this particular sample of blog, and you can share that as well. Yes, Varsha.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. If you have any other skill also, you can add, and with the experience that you have in that. If you have access to analytics, that this builds your credibility in front of the people. And then the certification that you will be getting is a major booster for yourself as well, because it is from IIM affiliated, and also UI is working with them, so that gives a little boost. Why a little boost I'm saying? Because content writing field is something where if you do not show your pieces of content or copy pieces, you cannot grow. A person cannot see or know you as a person, as a writer first. And then also it's important that you give some contact details about yourself there. So these are a few sample pieces that we'll be seeing. This is Sneha is a social media marketer, consultant, and content creator. See how she has given a problem statement as well as a good content. Like, I think she knows how to write great content piece, and then she has given a great headline question, not headline, but a real problem statement: struggling to increase your presence on social media. Let's get in touch with me. And then about her experience, her work samples, her blog samples, you see. So this is again an example. This is screenshot of a blog that was uploaded at some point on the website. So that is how you share your piece of content. Again, experiencing emails. She's given email samples that she's wrote for different brands. Is again a screenshot of it. Then her certificate, and then her experience as different. She has gone to different places to maybe do this internship and all. So you can hide that experience as well, and also your contact me page. So the person, after reading your whole page or portfolio, if they want to approach you, how do they approach you? You give them a contact button, which takes them to either your phone number, your WhatsApp chat, or email. So that becomes important for a person to how to communicate with you. Then this is another.
So will we get this PDF?
You'll have this recorded session. I don't think a PDF will be available on the app or website, but this recorded sessions you can revisit at any time.
Okay, sir.
So here she is again, a social media marketer who has shared her journey. You see how design also plays an element. We all know a little bit about design, what feels you. If you don't know, think of your personality type and see what colors you like and add those colors. But रेनबो मत बना देना यार इसमें. वो रेनबो फिर किसी चीज पे ध्यान नहीं रह जाएगा.
Monochromatic color.
Monochromatic रखो. जैसे see here she has used 4 5 different shades, but it is not looking bad. She has done a balance of, here she has used red, here she has used brown. So there's a
Kind
balance.
of shade, like all the brownie shades.
It's not just about brown, just Varsha. See here, these are different colors, but your portfolio should be presentable. It should not be something that hurts the eye of people.
Yes, sir.
You know, it should be good, decent in color choice. So see how she has added her skills, the services that she offer, and work sample ka slide ek dala, and then she has shared work sample. This is a content calendar. You might be asked to make a content calendar. Have a look at it. This is something you might want to see. A content calendar is basically a calendar where you place the time and the date a particular content that has to go up on the page. If it is just for Instagram, this is okay. If it is for Facebook, you will have to mention Insta, Facebook, Insta, Facebook, Facebook, Insta, 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 Facebook. So you mention that, on this day Facebook pay this post will be going on, this is related to this, and if possible write the caption here as well. This is a content calendar that you make.
So content calendar kind of attracts people.
No, this is for your understanding that you made from the research, that on this day you're planning to upload this thing, on this time, on this date, you upload this thing. This is for your internal clarity of content pieces and your research based approach to when a meme should go on which day, on what time, so that people will react, relate, and communicate more with it.
Okay, sir.
So it's like a plan which other people can follow you while you're also following it.
Yeah. So other people means the team, the person who is responsible to do the uploads and all. You create this content calendar for them, and you mark what all things will be going on, what all dates.
Okay.
And then her more of her work samples that she's given. And then she's mentioned her previous work, where she's worked, previous internships and experiences that she has got. This builds authenticity and credibility again, because you share your experience here of the company, so the people can again go and check the companies if they're legit or not, your work if they want, and your work you've mentioned above. So that builds more trust. And here again, she has ended with all the achievements that she has. She has given, she's not given her contact details, or I think when they were developing this particular document, the Yuva team, they have removed the contact details for better security and privacy purposes. This is again a digital marketer's portfolio where she has talked about her, the services that she offers, the work samples of her choice, social media page, ad poster, standy designs. So these are work samples. Again, some work samples. This is content calendar. See, what I was talking about, the platforms, no? Here you see the platforms that you are going to select. These are the platforms. Then you write the caption. When you search it on Google, you'll find better content calendars and approaches to it. A lot of different approach to content calendar. Some designs that she might have made. Then her certifications and her results, insights when she was managing. So what's the before and after of it? If you mention, I don't think these many mentioning all of these in certifications makes any difference, but okay, you can add on if you don't have a lot of things that you can build trust on with. And that's it for today's session, guys. Do you have anything that you want to ask? Whoa, okay. Anything, Sanchita?
Not really. I'm clear with
Oh,
what we done so far.
okay, then. So I hope that you write content pieces. Don't just make this class another class that you've attended. I want you guys, and I know that you have time and I know you have the potential. That's why you've discovered yourself and come to this particular workshop. Don't let this time go in vain. Start writing content pieces. If you want, reach out to me on Instagram. Unusual Harsh is my username. On LinkedIn also you will find me with the same username, Unusual Harsh, or you can just find Harsh Arora on LinkedIn. You know my face now, and you'll find me there as well. If you want to reach out, just reach out to me, ask me, but don't stop writing. Don't stop writing. Never. Keep writing, keep improving, keep reflecting.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So with that said, I'll take goodbye from you guys, and